Hello everyone, Donnie Wanders here, and today I have wandered to the Headland Trail at Thomas Cove in Economy, Nova Scotia. The trailhead starts in this parking lot, and as you can see, I'm the only person here this morning. The sun came up about an hour ago. And I'm starting with the part of the trail that actually goes down to the beach because it just looks so inviting. I can see the sun peeking through the trees. And I've come to a dead end already, so there's a big cliff here. But look at that great view. If you can stand the wind. So this is part of the Cliffs of Fundy Geopark. And gosh, it's beautiful. Okay, that was a slight detour. So I guess I am heading back into the parking lot. Here's the sign at the trailhead. It provides a little bit of detail about the trails that are available here. We are here, and I think that I'm going to take this section of the Headlands Trail. I just want to get out and kind of see some of the shoreline along here, although this looks really, really tempting as well. But I think we'll start here. May or may not do this section. We'll see how I'm feeling. Here's the start of the Headlands Trail, and a little sign here to indicate that there are some poisonous plants that exist on the trail. So I'm going to try not to wade through anything that's poisonous today. Coming to the end of this gravel trail, and there's a blowdown across the trail, but we should be able to just duck under it and carry on. We have to cross a little brook that empties into the ocean via this wetland out here that we just walked through. And there is a bridge here, but it looks pretty sketchy. So I'm not sure that I want to risk taking this bridge. If you look like right here, it's almost broken. I don't really want to be the one to break it completely and fall in the brook, which is pretty small. but is quite deep. So I think what I will do, I'm wearing rubber boots today, so if I have to walk through water, that's fine, but it looks like this might be a better option to just walk down here and hop over the brook. Right here. Let's see. I've got my trusty walking pole here. The goal is to not fall in. But this is fairly solid, and this feels quite solid here, so this is how we're gonna go. And easy, no problem. And it meant avoiding crossing this bridge, which is in need of some repair. It's nice in here too. It's really, really windy today, but up in here, the woods are providing a little bit of cover from the wind. I think that's going to change when we get a little further out onto the headland. So I'm enjoying the non-wind at the moment. The first part of this trail starts over on that side of this big wetland, and we walked all the way up, kind of up here, and then didn't cross the bridge, the Sketchy bridge, and then the trail kind of just follows, like we're up in the woods here through this part. And this part of the trail is, we're going to repeat this on the way out, because this takes us to a loop, or where the loop starts, and that's right here. So I think I'm going to do this loop going in this direction because it gets us down onto the water faster. And then I think the loop just like does a big turn out around this way, and then we'll probably, I'm hoping, come back on this trail. Dave and I spent this weekend in Economy just for like a little mini break, and the weather has not been great, but we're staying in an awesome Airbnb, so still having a lovely time. It's March, so we didn't really expect that the weather was going to be, hot and sunny or anything. And I wanted to do this trail, or come down to this beach area, this beach park, because it's really close to our Airbnb. And there are two loop trails from the parking area, but I chose this one because it's very windy today, and this one is a little bit shorter because it is windy and cold. And also I thought that it would stay more in the woods, which it does, as you can see. There's several lookouts and viewpoints and that sort of thing, but with the wind, it's always a good idea. Like if you want to go for a walk on a windy day, the coast is not usually a good choice. So I selected this one today because I thought there would be a little bit more shelter from the trees. And so far, I'm correct. I'm only getting my head blown off when I go out onto the little look-off side trails from this main trail. Another option that you can do if it's a very, very windy day which it was yesterday, Dave and I went towards Falls, which is basically a walk up a river to a waterfall, but it's in a gorge. So even though it was super windy everywhere else, inside the gorge there was like no wind at all, and it was very, very lovely. And I actually hiked towards Falls, I think last winter, so I made a video about that, and I will link it in the description below. We're coming up now to a sign that says viewpoints, so I'll go check out the viewpoint, and then and I'm thinking that's going to be over here, and then the trail continues this way. Oh yeah, here's the viewpoint trail. You can probably hear the wind whipping around, but it's not till we get really close to the shore that we will feel it. Oh wow. Oh, that's a cave. Awesome. Oh, I wish we were down on the beach. Oh, so pretty. I've turned in off the trail, like the trail kind of curves in and makes a straight line back to where it joins up back at the start of the loop. And now I'm pretty much just in the woods, and it's actually really nice in here. It's thick woods, no wind, really beautiful in here. I love a good ocean view, but I really do like just traipsing through trees. Just completing the loop, coming up to the start point of the loop, and then I'm going to head back the way I came, out around that wetland. So here's behind me, that way is the way that I went, and I just came from that way. So we're almost back. That loop is, I want to say, about 2 kilometers. It's relatively short. Trail conditions, pretty good. I read online though that it's very overgrown. At this time of the year, it's not overgrown at all because the vegetation hasn't come out, hasn't bloomed yet. So relatively easy, although because of a few storms that we've had in the last year, there are some large trees that I had to either climb over or under. Not really a big deal, but it would be nice to just have a perfectly clear trail all the time. And it's been very, very wet the last, month, and we have snow melt happening as well. So I wore rubber boots today, not usually the sort of footwear I would prefer to hike in, but for a short trail like this, and not knowing what the conditions were going to be, I chose rubber boots. And there were some really big puddles that I was glad to have rubber boots on my feet for, and some mud here and there that could have easily been navigated just in like regular hiking boots or trail runners, but really nice to have rubber boots on. You can just kind of tromp through it. So all in all, that's a very lovely trail. I'm almost back to the parking area. I'll just show you. It's here behind me. That was about a 4-kilometer trail. Really nice mix of coastal scenery, salt marshes, and forest. A really nice blend of those 3 different types of ecosystems. Great little trail. But now I am back at the parking area, so I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching, and Donnie Wanders. We'll see you in the next one.